Good morrows, my friends. My name is XaneKudo. Welcome back to Everlasting Summer. I've been trying to mess with the recording app, and it turns out that not a lot of games do actually do window mode, but I'm getting off topic. Anyway, welcome back to Everlasting Summer. Last time I left off, some mysterious girl invited us to this abandoned camp. So now we're going to see what the hell is in this abandoned camp or place. Remember, everything's in Russian, I assume. And I can't read Russian for shit, so I will pronounce things wrong. Proud of that? Good! A mere 50 meters ahead, a small one-story house popped up on the left side. The sign near the door said, "Clubs." I was about to come closer when the door suddenly opened and a short girl wearing a pioneer uniform came out. "Hello, short girl wearing a pioneer uniform with perky breasts. How are you?" Her pretty face gave me the impression of one suffering from the fate of the whole of mankind with a truly universal sorrow. As soon as she saw me, the girl froze, as if frightened. "What, you never seen a guy before?" "I apologize. Not really." I froze too, considering what was the best thing to do. To approach first or wait until she shows some Fuck. Why can't I pronounce that? Curse my English. Why? English is supposed to be the easiest language to learn. Initiative. Why is that so hard to say? Or maybe run away from after all. Although this last option was constantly being suggested only by my self-preservation instinct, at least that's what I like to believe, not Thor's human instinct, but far from the most logical. If his instinct played poker against deductive abilities, the outcome would be predetermined. And those deductive abilities, or at least their semblance, were hinting to me that there was no need to be afraid of this girl. Congratulations for coming to that convoluted conclusion. Holy crap, it's a lolly! Suddenly, somebody jumped out in nearby bushes. A lolly! A girl wearing a bright red t-shirt with "Sir" written on it. The USSR, or CCCP. Such a perfect reproduction of that age. Wait a minute. No, it's not the song, but the song is pretty funny. It's the fact that I played something like this before, didn't I? Except it was for scary stories. Lost Girl's Diary, that's what it was. I remember because there was a little girl like that too. Lost Girl's Diaries, the little girl actually fell asleep, and this just reminded me of it. Holy shit. Anyway, she looked quite short from a distance and was probably younger than both Pioneer girls. One at the gates and this girl in front at the door of the clubs. At last, I decided to come closer, but the USSR, at least I called that in my mind, jumped towards the first girl and started yelling, telling her something with wildly waving her arms. And blushing. The other girl turned the gun to seem confused and lowered her gaze, remaining silent. I don't know why I'm laughing. I would have probably continued to observe the amusing dialogue, but the USSR suddenly pulled out something out of her pocket and started waving it in front of the first girl's face. Oh boy! This something turned out to be a grasshopper. This is the same people who made Lost Girl Diaries made this, because the resemblance almost seems pretty damn uncanny. Pretty damn uncanny. The first girl squealed. She must not be too keen on insects, as she instantly rushed out towards the place where Lenin presumably made a speech about the workers' and peasants' revolution. That is to say, toward the square. Well, thank you for the history lesson. I'm pretty sure we kind of don't need it, but thank you anyway. The USSR glanced at me, grinning playfully, and dashed after her. Not a bad start to the day. I had worse. I have absolutely no clue where I am, besides that there are some kids here role-playing as pioneers. And as far as I can tell, this place is located thousands of kilometers away from my home. What a day. It might even be a different reality. And this was indeed a reality. I mean, everything around me seemed so real, if a little embellished, that I was starting to think that in fact my previous life could have just been a dream. And what am I supposed to do now? I don't know. I have no clue. I was picking at the cracked paving stones with my shoe and started aimlessly at the club's building. Just a few more seconds before I had to come up with some decision. That's when I recalled myself rolling on the grass, was weeping. I cringed in disgust. Wow. Perhaps it's another instinct. When all energy from whimpering and self-pity is used up, the body either goes into hibernation or mobilizes reserves. I don't think that's what human bodies do. I don't know. Either that or you're thinking way too hard about the human body. Mine seems to have chosen the second option because out of the blue, I found the determination to figure out what was going on. And in order to do that, I had to act like a man, like a human, to maintain the dignity of a representative of my own world. Yep, it's a camp. I followed a path to the left, on the right side of which stood small cabins, apparently the home of the local pioneers. Actually, it looked quite cozy from the outside, despite the fact that it had metallic woods. Whew. I should be talking. I'm tired. So fucking I'm talking anyway. Even though I was born in the Soviet Union, I've never been part of its children's organizations. Neither the pioneers nor even the young October children. I imagine the daily life of a typical pioneer camp a bit differently. Huge barracks with low rows and metal bunks, wake up call at 6 o'clock, play by a siren, 1 minute to make your bed and join the formation at the drill square. Isn't that the military? Or, wait, can I be confusing it with something else? Yes, the military. You're confusing it with the army. My nieces are in the army, by the way. To you guys. Suddenly, something struck me on the back. I staggered but remained on my feet, turned around, and prepared to fight heroically for my life. Yeah, Joe, who wants some? Yeah, who wants it? Come on, I got you. But all I found was another girl standing before me, looking pissed. I didn't do anything, first off. Second of all, what is up with your child? Third of all, why are you staring at me like that, like you're about to kill me when I clearly told you I didn't do anything? Fourth, where the hell am I? And fifth, who are you? My mouth hung open in surprise. Pick your jaw off the ground! I closed my mouth. How? Same pioneer uniform, but the way she was wearing it looked, let's say, provocative. Like all the girls I had met before here, this one was rather cute, but her overly arrogant expression killed any desire to get to know her better. For now. New here, aren't you? I am Semyon. Fine. See ya. Well, you certainly warmed up that fast. Yes, I'm new here, but hey, wait, where are you going? She threw a threatening glance at me and walked past. I waited for the pioneer girl to turn around the corner. She stared at that lovely ass. Who knows what else she might have been up to? But she still does have a lovely ass. The most interesting thing was that even this hostile girl seems completely known to me. She did not give out the feeling of some deadly danger. Unless you cut that ass, okay, I'm sorry. Except maybe the danger of getting punched in the nose. I'm over it. At last, I managed to make it to the square. There was no linen on an armored car, although one could easily expect something like that after all this had happened. Instead, however, a monument to a certain Kumbrag towards the middle of the square. The tower. The letters on the pedestal read, Genda. Must be some big figure in the party. There were some small benches at the sides. It's quite pleasant here. Where did that girl tell me to go? To the left or to the right? To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, right, left, right. Koigashi! Ow! 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, 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 right. Okay. And why am I going there anyway? Right. I decided to pretend to be normal. So, to the right, to the right. Through a small groove, I came out of the pier. Well, thank you for changing scenery so quickly. I want to know what that groove was about, but hey, who cares? We're at a pier. I must have taken a wrong turn in Albuquerque. Hey, wrong way! I turned around, I turned toward the voice. Oh my! Whoa! That first girl stood before me in a nice looking bikini. Now, what did I tell you? Take a look at the square, wasn't it? Well, I don't know about taking a look at the square, but I can tell you right now, I sure took a wrong right turn. So, she had changed from her partner uniform into the bikini. Oh, I still haven't introduced myself. My name is Slavia. Actually, my full name is Slavana. But everyone calls me Slava. So, you can too. Well, Slavia. Yeah. I still feel a bit confused, so I could not come up with more meaningful answers. Or a way to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, Slavia. And what's your name? It felt like she could see right through me. Semyon. Nice to meet you, Semyon. Alright, I'm almost done here. Could you wait here a minute? I'm going to change and we'll go to Olga together. Agreed? Agreed. After this exchange, she ran off. I sat on the pier and wet my feet hanging into the water. I was wearing heavy winter boots, but in such weather there was nothing wrong with getting my feet wet. Furthermore, it let me cool myself a little. Plus get rid of that horrid foot odor. Looking at the river, I was brainstorming and processing everything that has happened. If this is some kind of conspiracy, it's a weird one. We're too friendly at times. No, it really looks more like a random event. Some entirely incomprehensible random event. Shall we go? Aww, there goes the bikini. Slavia was standing beside me, dressed in the pioneer uniform again. Let's go. I've been here for a very short time, but of all the people I met, she looks the least suspicious. However, this fact is already suspicious itself. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I have one girl ran away from me. The other girl pulled out bugs. The other girl was mean to me with a provocative shirt. Especially that girl with the provocative shirt. I need to go visit her again so I can actually see why she's wearing it that way. And maybe get to the bottom of it. Or top. Anyway, we walked to the square. The USSR girl and the girl who hit me in the back over there, chasing each other. Is that some kind of game they're playing? Oh Yana, enough running. I'll tell everything that Olga did. Aye, Captain! I decided not to question the Slavia for a while about what was going on with the local residents. Better meet with this mysterious Olga first. Sounds like she's the boss here. We walked past the rows of almost identical cabins, some of which looked like flat beer barrels, while others looked more like household sheds. And the other looks like Derek. Finally, Slavia stopped in front of a smallish one-story cabin. The other one has a triangle with a bike and a lounging chair and sakura cherries around it. It looks like an artist's painting. The faded paint, chipping here and there with age, was sparkling in the sun. The window shutters, slightly ajar, were swaying almost unnoticeably in the wind. And huge lilac bushes were growing at the sides. So basically the artwork. Okay. It seemed that this ramshack hut was drowning in a storm of purple silk and the lilacs, like some elemental force were inexorably destroying the troop leader's house. So those are lilacs. Okay, I thought it was sour cherries. I'm stupid with flowers. What are you standing around for? Let's go! Sylvia snapped me out of my daydream. and stop teasing in already. Whoa! Rena? Someone inside. Indeed, a woman later swung movement, and Uliana ran out and passed past with the same mischievous grin. One question, Uliana. Who the hell was that in there? The pigtail girl came up next. Hello, I didn't get your name. Don't let it bother you, Lena. Also, that's Lena. So her name is Lena. I'll be very nice to meet you, Lena. I mean, it's very nice to meet you. Thank God if you think it was not Rena, at least. Lena, Rena, Henna, Nena, Dena. I don't. Instead of finishing the sentences, she blushed and quickly headed towards the square. For some reason, I felt like turning around and following her ass with my eyes. But Sylvia said, come. We entered the cabin. Huh. It's a pretty decent cabin. I see a weird poster of somebody on there. Probably a Russian... Somebody Russian. I didn't read that. I see a bra here. I don't know why. Inside, it looks something similar to what I imagined. Two beds, a table, a couple of chairs, a simple carpet on the floor, a wardrobe. Not special, but at the same time, it felt home-like and cozy. Although this room was almost in the same state of disorder as my own flat. Oh! Hello! How are you? The girl standing near the window appeared to be about 25 years old. Nisha had his obviously gifted her with a pretty face and a good body. One that I will be glad to get used to and welcome accustomed to. Okay, I'm sorry. At least one thing can keep you happy in this pandemonium. The locals are beautiful. You're finally here. Excellent! My name is Olga the... I'm the camp leader. Nice to meet you. I'm Samuel. I decided to talk because I wasn't surprised by anything that was going on. She came closer. We've been expecting you since early morning. You've been expecting me? Yes, of course. And when does the next bus come? Because And why do you need it? Yeah, right. What I needed. Guess I shouldn't ask the right questions. The people here may react to them quite unlike how I prefer. And I doubt I get my answers. Or any answers. No reason, just curious. By the way, where are we exactly? Our mailing address, I mean? I wanted to send a letter to my parents to tell them I got here fine. For some reason I have a desperate idea that if I played along, we'll find something out. Oh, but your parents just called half an hour ago. Sent the regards to you. Well, now that's a surprise. So, can I call them? Because I forgot to tell them something before I left. No. She gave me a sweet, spontaneous smile. Oh, jeez. When you put it like that. Why not? We don't have a phone here. So wait, how can I call when we don't have a phone? Then how can my parents make a call to here? I just come back from the district central command. I talked to them there. Ah, so that's how it is. And can I somehow get to the town? No. You are helping or keeping me here, aren't you? She kept the same smile. Okay, I think I made a wrong choice by staying here. Why not? Because the next book only comes in a week. I decided not to inquire how the troop leader managed to get there and back. I'll get no answer anyway. Oh boy. All this time, Slavia was standing next to me and seemed to find nothing odd in our conversation. Slavia, you do realize that the bus only comes once a week and that I need to get to my parents, right? Do you think that's strange? No? Then please let me go. We need to find a uniform for you. I've got absolutely no desire to put on a pioneer shorts or to wear the ridiculous red neckerchief. However, wearing winter clothes this summer isn't a great idea either. Right, thank you. I wonder if I'm the only one here who finds it strange that somebody's wearing a coat and winter boots in such heat. Radio, I'll be off then, and you can get yourself acquainted with the camp. Don't forget to come to dinner in the evening. Having said that, she walked out of the cab. No, walked isn't the right word. She rushed out. I ended up alone with Slavia. I must go too. You know, got things to do. Take a walk around. Look around the camp a bit. See you in the evening. As there was no threat or catch in this is reality, as spotted by Slavia becomes more and more appealing. For the first time today, I realized that it was awfully hot here. Although obviously my winter clothes were to blame for that. I took off my coat and dropped it onto the bed. The pullover followed through. I was now only wearing the shirt. Whew. That's much better. All I could do now was follow their advice and go look around the camp. I'll try to find something out in the meantime. Passing the local residential district, I saw a pioneer guy coming my way. You know, it really was a pioneer guy, not a pioneer girl. Apparently there were men even in this kingdom of Amazons. Cool! Hold on. Hey! Okay. Hello! You're new here. You're new here. You must be Simon, right? And how do you... Everybody already knows. I'm electronic, by the way. The real one. You can call me that. Okay, let's see. Electronic was a robot character appearing in popular Soviet film and book series. It looks like an exact copy of a spooky called Sergei Cheesekov. Thank you for the history, Mr. Cheesekov. Electronic. The wearer one. Things were going from crazy to completely insane. Alright, I'll play your game. Uliana also calls me Cheesy. I wonder why, Mr. Cheesekov. Cheesy? On toast with mushrooms? Wait. Cheese toast with mushrooms. How does that taste? I'm curious. Because my last name is Cheesekov. Oh, I see. Let me show you around. I accepted his offer as it would have taken much longer to get to know this place alone. Fine. Let's go. We ended up at the square again. How many times? As if this place was all there is to this camp. Lena was sitting on one of the benches reading some book. Electrona confidently approached her. Hello, Lena. Meet the new guy, Simon. He started briskly. Hello. Well, you could say we already met, in a way, right? Yes. She looked away from the book for a moment, glanced at me, blushed, and went back to reading, as if not noticing that we were still here. Are you just shy around guys, or people in general, or is it just me? I hope it's just me. Alright, let's go! I was at first surprised that meeting this girl was reduced to a couple words, but then I thought it was better this way. Electronic's vigorous activity did not fit well with Lena's shyness. Let's go. Next we get into a building, which I instantly identified as a canteen. And this here, I know, this is where you consume organic food! Yeah, something like that. On the canteen's porch stood the friendly girl who hit me on the back earlier. At the sight of her, my joking move vanished in the blink of an eye. Time to get serious. Really, now is not the best time to be pulling this guy's leg. You know, he is quite hilarious. First, I need to figure out what was here, or at least where I am. Her over there, that's Alicia Devashikshaya. Devashikshaya. Elisa Devashikshaya. Is that how you pronounce it? Can we just leave with the first names and stay with that? Be careful around here, he spoke in a whisper. To ever call her Devashik, she doesn't like that. Diva means two in Russia. Huh. I think Diva would like to have a word. Anyway, the whole nickname sounds exactly like Tooch in Russia. I remember seeing the late Choo anonymous and image. Oh. Aha. So basically, don't call it 2chan. Wow. Oh. Oh, I see. This is basically 2chan in Russia, which I guess is now dead. Okay. And she's pissed at me. Electronic run. What did you say? What did you call me? She must have heard him. In the blink of an eye, Lisa jumped down from the porch and dashed towards us. Alright, you managed to hear one now. You onwards. And Electron took to his heels. I guess I have a choice? Let's say here. You know what? Let's be manly. Do nothing. Lisa, running past, stop a woman and crowd. I'll deal with you later. Deal with me? What did I do wrong? I had a forced guilty smile to my words. But what am I guilty of? She made no reply and carried on and chased the electronic. Okay. Looks like I have to kill time alone waiting for dinner. I decided to go east. At least in the direction of where east will be in my world. Soon after, I found myself near a football pitch. The game was in full swing there. I guess watching it for a bit wouldn't do any harm. In my childhood and teen years, I was not a bad player myself, and even though I'm going professional. But a few injuries in a row killed my desire to risk my health for the sake of a certain chance in the game. That always works. Quite a bit. Kids of different ages were running around the pitch. I see a boy about 10 and a girl about 14 years old. A girl. Hey, this is Uliana! Alright, so she plays football. What's so surprising? She seems to wrestle one after all. I was standing quite far from the pitch, but she still noticed me. Hey, you! Uliana shouted. Wanna play? I didn't know how to answer. On one hand, running off for 10 minutes is no big deal. On the other hand, any one woman in my situation could be my final one. But in any case, my attire wasn't suitable for this weather. If I played in winter boots and warm jeans, it would sweat like a pig. And playing barefoot without jeans would simply be unethical, especially around a young girl. Maybe another time, alright? I shouted in response, turned around and walked back. I was followed by Uliana's screams about my pants, or about me being pantsy, or something like that. What did I do? Or what happened? Evening was falling, making me feel tired and empty after a day of wasting with no real purpose. Just like right now! Whew! I came back to the square and sat down on the bench and gave an exhausted sigh. I'd better sit here and wait for dinner. After all, it's easier to search for answers when you're not hungry. I'm not me when I'm hungry, so you must eat a Snickers. Why? You're not you when you're hungry. You're not you when you're hungry. Better? Better. Good! They do give food to the people here, right? You know, it's curious how the simplest human needs can break the will to ponder on new things, to strive for something. For example, I feel hungry now, so I care much less about where I am or what is happening to me. Could great people also be affected by this? And in that case, how did Spartacus stop the slave harassing in ancient times? I don't know, yet that's me. I'm Spartacus. I can only conclude that I'm not a great person, and it does not really matter which mechanism I serve as a gear in, society, the Matrix, or a weird pioneer camp. Huh. You know, I kind of really noticed that this game let's start over. So I did notice that this game also came out in 2013. So this is before, you know, the whole thing with the current situation was big. thoughts were interrupted by the sound of bells chiming from a loudspeaker on a light pole. It must be the dinner call. I headed towards the canteen. Well, it was a good thing I now knew where it was. Olga was there, standing on the porch. I stopped to look closely at her, because I was expecting something. She looked back at me for a while, but at last came closer. Simo, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Come in already. Guess nothing bad can happen when I go with her. My stomach backed me up there. The two of us went inside. Okay, I guess this is where we meet everybody, but we're gonna save here. Alright, save here. And there we go. Alright, so that's that for now. Whew. I'm getting tired, so that was gonna be a short gameplay. Not too long, but not too short either. But so far, we're getting used to the whole thing. There's a lot of references made that probably doesn't do well to today. What am I going to say? Like the fact that 2chan in Russia shut down, about electronics. So there's a lot of references there's Russian references in here that they'll explain, but then there's other references that only were available throughout time. So because again this is made in 2013, there's a lot of things that don't fly right now as it did then. I noticed I was squinting a lot. I don't know why. I guess the bright light is too bright. Man, I'm getting tired. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please share it with your friends so that you'll be able to enjoy it together. And so, until next video, see you next time.